Hello, and welcome back to Smut and Schmooze, where each week, not even each week, where we have picked another book and we break it down for you right quick.
Hmm.
We are moving forward with Heir of Fire, the third book in the Throne of Glass series. This is where Selena has survived deadly contests and shattering heartbreak, but at an unspeakable cost. Now she must travel to a new land to confront her darkest truth, a truth about her heritage that could change her life and her future forever.
Good heavens.
I got that off of Google. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Google,
Yeah.
for your service.
Anywho, tell me what you thought, because this is, to me, this is where I feel like the first like two and this book are like the upward, like the hill of the roller coaster,
Hmm.
and then
Hmm.
it really gets exciting after. But I loved, this is where I started to fall in love with the series, because I was not sure with book one and two when I first read it. I was like, ooh, it's a little slow, especially if you start with Akatar,
Yeah.
because I was not used to the world building. And this is, ooh, I love this one.
I like it a lot. Well, you told me that book three was where it really started to pick up, and I
Yeah,
honestly liked it from book one. Like it had me from book one.
that's good. That's good.
Um, yeah,
I'm glad
but
it did.
I really like this book because Rowan comes in and he is just, I like Rowan a lot. I mean, at first I didn't like him because he's kind of a cunt.
Oh no, yeah, no, I didn't like him at first.
No,
I
he's a
didn't like
fucking
him in
cunt.
this book. I was like, ugh. He
Yeah.
was like a worse version of Rhysand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good description of him. But yeah, I watching their relationship blossom. Also, I didn't see it coming. I was like, who
Really?
is this guy? Yeah, I didn't see it coming. I
Love
was
that. I
like,
think I
well,
stumbled
surely.
across too many spoilers due to my like algorithm on my all of my sites. Like I definitely came across too many spoilers. So,
Oh, okay, that's fine. I've also come across some spoilers, so it's okay.
but yeah,
So,
they're so angry together. I like it. They're very
yeah, they just
aggressive.
work. Yeah. Okay. So Aelin is also so closed off. Given the past events that she had went through, she was really grieving Nehemia's death, and Rowan was no help with the. He didn't know, but like he didn't have to be a dick about it. I, I mean, like she had to train under him,
Yeah.
so and he just made it as hard as possible. Didn't I just I really didn't fucking like him at first, but he grew on me,
No,
obviously.
he's
But
not
he was
likable
like,
at first.
I was physically upset with him. Like, it's like, why are you being such a dick? Like, you don't even know this girl. Anyway, and then in this book, I kind of spoiled it for y'all because I think the first book or something, I was like, when are we gonna start calling her Aelin? I'm like, that's kind of a spoiler.
It is, but okay. Look, I feel like we do try to warn ahead of time that we absolutely
Mm-hmm.
will spoil the shit out of anything that we are talking about. Because I don't know how to talk about something without spoiling it, okay? So if you don't want
Precisely.
it, come back after.
Yeah, precisely. So,
But I personally
um,
kind of am into spoilers a little, because that's usually what gets me hooked, because I'm like, what?
mhm.
I need to read how this unfolds. I don't, and I have said this back when we were talking about the Akatar series. Um, she is like, I don't even think she's 20 yet. And he is a
No,
1,000 years old. Not really. He's like
he's like 500 or
over
something.
500 at
Over,
least.
okay, so he's
He's
over
very
500 fucking
old.
years
He is
old.
an old, crotchety fucking man
Mhm.
in the body
Mhm.
of like a 26-year-old.
Yeah.
Excuse me? No, not even. You can't tell me that that man doesn't look like a 30-year-old, at
I
least.
I want to
Still.
expand on that, but it is a spoiler. I cannot expand on that without spoiling it
Which book would you be
for the
spoiling?
listeners. Tower of Dawn,
Oh no.
like the very end of Tower of Dawn.
Gonna have to save it.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
do
have
love
to rein
Tower
it
of
in.
Dawn though.
Yeah, Tower of Dawn's a fucking good one.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Do you know who we meet in this book? We meet her. We meet Manon. I think she is so fucking cool. I want to be her so bad.
She got me barking like a dog. I'm on my hands and knees for this
She's
woman. She is
so
so hot
cool.
and sexy.
She's so cool. She's so
Her dick is
cool.
huge.
Like, look, I love Selena Aylin. I love Aylin. She is also so cool. But like, there is something about Manon that I'm just like, I want to embody everything that you are. Like, I want to be her so bad.
Hmm.
I think she's so cool.
She's so cool.
She's
She's
so
so
cool.
badass.
God.
Um, and she is like kind of working under her grandma, who is like a top witch. She's a big witch, but she's a bitch, believe it or not. She's a menace and is working with the king and Duke Parrington, I believe. Or do we know that
Yes.
yet?
Nope. Yes, you're correct.
Do we know that yet?
Yeah, you do. You find that's yeah. The witches are
Okay.
working with Duke Parrington and the king.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. And then they the king or Duke Parrington, one of those fuckers was like, all right, Manon, give us one fleet or something of your witches so we can impregnate them with these demons called the Volg so we can have demon hybrid babies.
Mhm.
And none of the witches came back out alive after that. Like they all died or killed themselves. So it was, and Manon did not want to do that at all. But she kind of had to because her grandma was like threatening her life and everything. Um, so that happened. And then, what are you looking at like that for? Are you thinking?
No, I'm making this so much worse. It's fine.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it. It's another technical difficulty. What's new?
Okay. Okay.
It just like won't show our faces on the stream. It's fine. Everybody can hear us, and really, that's all I care about at this moment in time.
Okay.
So,
Right on. Get in there.
I
Um,
can't with this shit.
yeah.
I don't understand.
Fuck all
I'm
this
making too many jokes.
technology.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Anywho.
moving right along. Afterward, okay. So all those witches die under Manon's command, who was under her grandma's command, and all of the other witches, like the ones that are closest to her, they're like, dude, you don't do this. Like, you don't do this. And then after all those witches died, I think Astrid or one of them, or one of the Yellow Legs was like, you let them do this. Like, and they were
I like
kind of like
who?
tortured.
Astrid is such a cool name. I don't.
I love Astrid, by the way.
Oh, just wait.
Oh, okay. I just
Ugh.
got
No, I love
to.
her. She's so cool. She's also so cool.
Okay. Well, I just started the sixth book, so there's still time. Um, but yeah. Also, we meet Adian. Is that his name? Adian? Okay. So, oh, listen.
I can't wait to talk about him in later books because I don't really like him.
I don't like him either. Also, I'm not liking Kale much these days either, but
Okay,
that's
I
just my
told
opinion.
you.
I'm bringing
No,
something else up.
no, there is something about him. He
Yeah.
just does shit. Like, none of us have really a good reason to not like him, but, like, he just does shit that. He's like the Elaine of this entire series, but more
Oh
useful.
my God, so true.
he just
Yeah, I
does
mean, he
shit.
actually serves a purpose. He does
Yeah,
shit.
but like, God, I do.
Yeah.
Tower of Dawn is relatively like redeeming for Kale, because I think that he handles. And we'll get to that when we get to that, but I think he handles said situation about as well as a person can handle that situation.
So true. Yeah, I don't know how I'd handle that.
No. So
So,
that was a very redeeming story arc for him, but
mhm.
God, he just I don't know why he irritates me, okay? I don't get it. He
Yeah,
just
no, me
does.
too.
Because sometimes I think he gets in the way. Because he's not
Yeah?
sure if he wants to embrace this mission or not. Like he's not
Hmm.
sure, but he doesn't want to not. He's very just he can't he just doesn't know what to do. He's not processing as fast as everybody needs him to process, and I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. I I feel bad, but at the same time I'm like we don't have time for this, Kale. We just don't. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have time for you to figure it out.
Yeah. Um, so
And he doesn't know how to
hated.
be anything other than a good soldier.
That's true. Or, oh my God. And he is still so terribly concerned about Dorian. Every page I read, he's like,
We were
I hope Dorian's
robbed
okay.
of a
I need to give
love
Dorian a kiss on the mouth.
story
Like, oh my God.
between the two of them. We were robbed. I wanted a
Yes.
Dorian and Kale storyline, and I think that Miss Mass missed a really big opportunity there.
Mm-hmm. No, there's something. Yeah, no, you could do a lot with those two. Uh, I can't say. Okay. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. I'm reining it in. Um, I have to mention. So Selena, like, ran away, and Rowan, like, tried to stop her. And he's like, dude, what are you running? Or he was pestering her or something, and she ended up telling him, like, dude, my best friend's dead, and she just walked past him. And he didn't try to, like, chase her after that point. And so anyway, a couple hours go by, and she's in this cave, and it's like a skinwalker's cave, and he finds her there, and he gets real close to her, and he's like, listen to me, your survival depends wholly and entirely on you right now. And when I was listening to the audiobook, she made him sound so slutty when he said that. Like, I was like, whore, he's a whore. He sounded so hot and to be completely normal about it. Um, he just, I had to had a little fangirl moment there, because that was like the first time he, like, talked semi softly to her, like, not hateful. And I was like, Rowan, stop. So yeah, I had to mention that. Um, and also, so the king was giving everyone that was working with him, like, these rings to keep them under his control. And when Adian arrived, the king gave him one of those rings, but Adian had, like, a replica made, because he was like, these rings are shady. And, like, so it's a good thing he did that, because the rings were keeping him under the king's influence. So there's that as well. Um, and in this book, this is when Manon chooses her wyvern, yeah, in this book.
Mm-hmm. I think this
I
is when we
think
meet Abraxas. Yeah.
it's very important we discuss this. So the witches were introduced to all of the wyverns, right? And there was this really big, aggressive one that stood out to her. His name was Titus, and he was like this fucking monster. But he was really hard to control, and he was like rude and very aggressive. And she first had her eyes set on him, and there was another witch, I think a Yellowlegs, that wanted him. But when it came time to choose the wyverns, the Yellowlegs one, I believe, pushed her into the pit with Titus.
Mm-hmm.
They were all just supposed to be standing, but she pushed her in there. And Abraxos starts. Okay, so there's, like, other little guard wyverns, like, around to keep them, like, distracted or, like, hungry or something. I don't know. So they're surrounded by, like, lesser wyverns, like, smaller ones. And One of the bait wyverns, actually. Okay, so I keep getting ahead of myself. Titus starts going after Manon, but this other little wyvern starts fighting with Manon against Titus, and they beat his ass. Like, they kill this guy. Titus is no more, and it was Manon and that wyvern that worked together. And then she decides to keep him and names him Abraxos. And I just thought that entire fight and how she chose Abraxos was so fucking cool, because I did not expect that. That came out of nowhere.
No, because she was lined up to pick like a really like big aggressive one because she's the heir of the
Hmm.
Iron Teeth, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck. And but I like what she says about him. She's like, he's a warrior, you can tell, because he's just like
Hmm.
this scrappy little lizard compared to all the
Yeah.
other ones.
Yeah.
And he's like a fucking dog, and I love it.
He's a good boy.
He's
And
small and scrappy, and she likes him.
y- yeah. And like, she does love him. She cares for him, but she talks to him like she hates him. But that's how she talks to everyone.
That is how she talks to everybody, and I can relate.
Yeah. Like, she's
I
like,
think that's
"Shut
why I
up.
like her
Eat
so
this."
much. I'm like, oh, I too am mean to people that I like.
Yeah. Okay, so we can really identify with Manon on that
I like
aspect.
that about her.
Y- Yeah.
She's a
Um
softie. It's fine.
she is a softie. Just give her some
I want that. I
time.
want there to be a crossover where her and Nesta meet really bad.
Oh, can you
Tell
imagine?
me they're not going to be friends.
Oh, no. Stop. That would be so cool. Maybe we'll get that.
I'm
What
hoping we have to get through
if?
Crescent City.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not there yet, but we'll see about it.
I can
Um,
dream.
you can dream. Oh my god, this is where we meet Sorsha. Here, in this book.
I am going to be honest. I think Sorsha's so sweet and she's great, but she did kind of feel like a throwaway character to me.
Oh, no,
Like,
definitely she did.
yeah, and I think I just like was not at all surprised by what happens to her because I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that you really see that's like the first time that Dorian kind of like slows down, like, because he is a little slut, and
Hmm.
that's the first time that he like, I don't know, he was really into her.
He was in love with Aelin, dude. And then,
He
like,
was in love with Aelin,
he
to
was
be
in love with
fair.
Aelin, and then Aelin put him down, or, shot him down. And then he
When
met
he chose
Sorsha,
to be
and they
all over
just,
Dorian, I'm just saying that was a weird choice.
yeah, Dorian. I'll act up. Dorian can come get it. But, what were we talking about before this?
Sorsha.
Sorsha. Sorsha. I thought she was really cool. She was so sweet. And though she was literally nothing special. Like, all these
She
characters have like
wasn't.
these really impressive backstories, and she's just Sorsha.
She's just Sorsha, and she's just healing people. And this
Yeah.
is where you find out that Dorian's got powers. He is a magical boy in a
Hmm.
magical world, living his life. Just kidding. Anyway, and she kind of helps him through that. And what's his power? Ice and shit.
Ice. Yeah, he's got
She's
ice.
like her boy. Um, yeah. And then his dad finds out.
Hmm.
Shit, is it the end of this book that Dorian gets?
Yes.
Okay, so
Hmm.
yes, so his dad finds out and is this where we find out that the king is a?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so I have it right. Okay, they
Hmm.
all blend together after a while. Okay, bear with us.
Me too. Hmm.
So you find out that the king is actually Valg, which is essentially a demon. Kind of. They're from a different plane. Oh, there's a whole conspiracy, actually, that the King of Hybern and Amarantha are also Valg.
Oh,
Because, like, note the black eyes and shit like that. And with
yeah.
Sarah J Maas's theme of her universes kind of like overlapping.
Mm-hmm.
It could very well be. And then also somebody said that they think that the King of Hybern was Hall and Haviljard. And I don't know how I feel about that conspiracy because I
Wait.
don't know if the timelines match up to me.
Okay. Oh yeah. No. So okay, I understand. I have nothing
Because
to
A
say
Court of
about
Thorns
that.
and Roses and Throne of Glass are happening at the same time.
What?
You
D-
will put that together on the last book. I cannot ruin that for you. Anyway, they are happening at the same time.
Oh, that's news to
We do
me.
not
Okay.
know the time frame though for Crescent City. That we won't know until the new one comes out. But Throne of Glass and Akatar are happening at the same time.
Okay.
So anyway, but there is a theory that Amarantha's Volg and the King of
Okay.
Hybern is Volg, which I could see that being because the Volg are
Yeah.
invasive.
Yes.
Also, is
Yeah.
Elena still in this book? I didn't
Yes.
re-listen to this. God, I hate
Oh,
her. Of course she is. Okay, never mind. She's
okay.
there until the end. I hate her.
Yeah, I just got to the part where she told us, okay, listen, this is another book right now. This is like book 5 or 6. She like tells that, okay, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm gonna end up saying shit and spoiling it for everyone. I
Okay,
cannot
perfect.
stop
Okay.
myself. Yeah. So, but
Anyway,
yeah,
oh yeah. So the king finds out that Dorian. He's like, "Oh, finally, you're releasing your powers." And then he freaking unalives Sorsha in front of Dorian, and then enslaves him. He traps a Volg in him.
he puts a collar around his neck and he's possessed by a Volg, and he is, which was really scary to me at first. 'Cause I was like, dude, Dorian's like really powerful. Like, it's kind of really scary to have that guy on your side. So I was like really worried.
And then like Kale is just so determined that that he's like still in there, and Aylin's like, "Nah, that's in the next book." Sorry.
Okay. See?
It's a
Yeah.
run-on sentence after this book. Like it all is
Yeah.
just one. Like it really takes off real quick.
It really does. Yeah.
If you need incentive to read this one, it really just
Mhm.
God. Ugh.
Mhm.
God. The next book is great though because we meet some more people
Yes.
that I also love. But while we're on the topic of Adian, we're not on the topic of Adian. I'm going to take us to the topic of Adian. Let me reread that. I really want to like him, and I know that he is technically one of the good guys, but he's a bit toxic for me, and I think he's kind of a prick.
Yeah, no,
And
he
he
is. He's
does
kind of,
things like, and I can't wait till we talk about the other ones because I think it's the last book specifically, that he pisses me off, and to me, it is unforgivable. I will not forgive him. I still don't forgive him. He does not have my forgiveness. I think he was such a dick. He's such a dick.
yeah, no. So he's introduced as a dick, and he just is still a dick.
He can
The
be
more
a
the
dick.
book, I mean, yeah, like I guess he has some soft parts, I guess, but like he's very callous
He's very
and
arrogant.
arrogant. Arrogant is the word. He's very arrogant.
And like, yes, he's fighting for the right side, but like, homeboy just he's just so arrogant, and he's
Yeah.
definitely just a fucking prick sometimes, and I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not a big Adian fan.
they introduced him, and I was like, why is he acting like this? Like,
He's
why
like
is
the
he
worst
being.
parts of Aelin.
Yeah. And then, okay, so then you find out that he's Aylin's cousin, and he's like here to find her and whatever. But like, yeah, he doesn't. At first, he doesn't really treat Aylin's like circle very well. He's like very put off by them. And then, and for like before he found her, he was like putting her up on this pedestal. And then he meets her, and then he like learns, like when they go out on missions, she doesn't tell them shit. Like
No,
she
which
just does
is
her own fucking thing, and that's a constant thing in this book. She never tells anyone what she's doing. And Aiden's like, dude, you gotta fucking stop.
which I do agree
But
with him on that because like, look, I get that she's doing things like, and it's all for the greater good, but sometimes like girl, you need to, like, have a safe person. Tell one person.
Yeah.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Because, my God.
Yeah.
It
Because
does get
she's,
annoying, like, as time goes on.
yeah,
Like, I get frustrated with her. I'm like, my God, can you stop?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is understandable. But apart from that, he just always wants to know what's happening,
He's
where
a
she
little
is at all
he's a
times.
little too preoccupied with her, and I'm like, can you stop?
Yeah, I was like, dude, do you have a crush on your cousin or something?
He might.
Very
I know.
seriously thought he had some kind of thing for his cousin, Aylin.
I know.
So, but yeah, there's all that. Oh, this is when they make their blood bond towards, right? Just kidding.
Adian is not bloodbound to her for.
No, no, not her and Adian, her and Rowan. Like at the end of this book.
Is it the end of this book or is it the next book? Because Adian gets pissed off about it, remember? He gets
Um,
pissed.
oh, that's right. Listen,
We
I'm
don't
so
know,
sorry.
okay? We warn you, this is a chaotic review, okay? We don't know.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
I
we're kind
think
of
it's the next
bouncing all
one.
over the
I feel like
place.
it's the next one.
Okay, so I will redacted. I take it back.
The next one's a weird book.
Yeah.
Queen of Shadows is weird, but I like it. It's weird though.
Mhm.
It's like a
It's a long
weird
one.
side quest that matters. It feels like the Goblet of Fire in Harry Potter, but like
Yeah.
that's that one. I have a hard time with it. It is good though, but it's like a weird
Mhm.
side quest, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
Well,
Anyway,
the entire thing felt like a side quest. I very much agree with that. Anyway, we're not on that one right now. So
we're not on this one, but
that is for another
I
day.
think I have summarized this one about as much as I would like to, without getting
Yeah.
into the other ones, because it really starts to become a run-on sentence. And you have to talk
Yeah.
about Empire Storms and Tower of Dawn at the same time because they are the same, like they're a tandem read. So
Okay. So we'll do that.
I'm like, no, I need to, like, it just really runs into the other ones.
Yeah.
This one, because this one is like the final setup. This book is the final setup before you really just start taking off.
Mhm.
So, like, yeah. But I
I
loved
wish
meeting the witches. I loved meeting the witches in this one. I loved them a
oh,
lot.
I love those girls. I love them.
They're so cool.
Um
Also, I hate Manon's grandmother. She is a biatch.
kind of a cunt.
Uh, Absolutely.
Sorry.
No, she is.
Not sorry.
No, she absolutely is. She is.
Yeah.
She gets worse. She just gets worse.
Oh, does she?
She's just
Oh, okay.
a nightmare. Yeah.
Well, while we're talking about cunts, I think we should also bring up Maeve. Maeve better hope I never see her on the fucking streets, because it'll be on site.
Oh my
Like,
god. You haven't
I
gotten
can't stand that bitch.
No, did you read Empire of Storms?
Yeah, I finished Empire
Yeah.
Storms. I'm like a couple chapters into
She's
Tower of
so
Dawn.
god awful.
Yeah, she's
She's so
fucking
god awful.
terrible.
So this is Aylin's aunt. Okay,
Hmm.
also I still think it's, and I know like it gets emphasized so many times that Rowan and Aylin, they are so they're from the same bloodline. They're like technically related, but it's so like separated.
What
They're from this.
bloodline?
They're from the same bloodline. It's Maeve's bloodline or whatever the fuck. I can't remember.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. But they are
Okay.
like technically like their family tree connects just way back. And I know that doesn't
Okay.
matter, but it's still a little like hillbilly for me.
Also, that with the fact that
Even though
he's over
I know it's not.
500 years
Yeah.
old.
Also, he's been alive since. it, it's weird when he's been alive for that long. He's been alive for like, no, more than that, but like for so
Hmm.
many generations, and I'm like, you, he witnessed his family tree branching. But like they connect. There is they have a branch that connect. It's just way up there.
Huh.
It's fine.
I must have forgotten that
I
part.
know,
It's
obviously.
fine.
It's fine. It's just, it's still. I don't know why their
Sarah,
age gap bothers me more than Feyre and Rhysand's age gap.
because they hold a special place in my heart. Also, it's cute when Reese does it.
I don't know why it's cute when he does it. I just am like, can you make them a little bit older? That's all I ask. Can we
Please,
please be a little bit older? It feels less
please,
creepy in
please.
Crescent City because Bryce is like 26 or something.
Thank God.
So
Oh
like,
my
can we
God.
make them over 25, please?
Please,
It
please.
feels less icky. I just don't like it. Why? She's 19.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, I don't like that. But anyway, other than that, I don't have anything else to say because I'm just going to start talking about the other ones and I have to
Me
stop
too. Me
myself.
too. Let's say.
So,
Yeah. Very
anywho,
good.
10 out
Most
of 10.
likely,
I'm so glad
yeah.
you're liking this.
Dude. I texted Casey a couple days ago, probably a week ago, and I was like, "I'm eating this shit up with a fork and knife."
It's
Like
so good.
I'm on her Audible account. She's sharing it with me, and I'll finish one book and I will immediately download the next one and start on it. There's no break. And it's so nice to do that. Also, I got you a badge, a marathon badge. You're welcome.
Oh my god, thank you. I don't know how I hadn't had one yet because I'm like,
Yeah.
excuse me?
Yeah. No,
Literally,
so
like, this is all I listen to at work.
yeah.
But I'm on the Poppy War one right now.
Oh, delicious.
It makes me feel stupid, though, I will say that.
Oh, okay. That's
It's
probably not a
really,
read for me.
it's good. It's good. It's just, it's a lot of information. It's a big kid book. It's a big
Oh,
kid book
okay.
for big kids.
Okay.
I'm like, oh.
Technically, I am a big kid,
Yeah. I'm like, I know
but
I'm a grown up, but this makes me feel, I have to, like, actually use my brain when I'm listening.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Not to say I don't with these, of course, but it's anyway. I digress.
Hmm.
Great. Okay.
Very
Next book,
good.
Throne of Glass, is coming out via graphic audio. I think at the beginning of the year, and I am very excited for a full cast.
Hmm. Yes. The
Vampire 2, A
dramatic.
Court of Silver Flames comes out the 16th of October, so
Oh shit.
guys,
Cassian? I need to hear. I need to hear Cassian.
it's on
I need to hear
my.
Cassian
I need to
whimper.
figure out how to get you on my Google Play because that's what it's on. It's not on my Audible.
Oh damn. That's okay.
But I need it because I
That's
have them
okay.
all because I have
Oh.
no self control.
Yeah. By the way, there's no these the dramatized versions are not the entire book. You have to buy them in parts.
Yeah, because they hate you.
Yeah.
They're
So
doing Fourth
just
Wing
know
too, but of
that.
course it is also going to be in two parts because they hate you.
Yes, but it's really good. It
It's
is
like the
very
price
well
of a
worth the
full
money. It
book
is a
every
movie in your
time.
fucking brain. Not that reading
A
already isn't. I mean, that's how it is for me,
movie
but
in
like
your mind.
it's different. It's different.
It's
So,
so good.
mhm.
I'm so excited. I have things to look forward to. I'm so excited. I think they're doing Crescent City too.
As
Anyway,
they should.
I'm so excited.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Yeah,
couldn't
it's going to
ask
be
for
a fucking
anything
good
else.
one.
You know, life is so scary, but at least I have my graphic audio. I will go bankrupt buying all of them, but I
Uh,
don't care.
that's me with
I have
marijuana.
10 copies of every book.
Good.
I can't stop,
Good.
won't stop. Anywho. All right.
Anyway,
Anything to add?
that's
Anything?
all I have to say this evening.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. Well,
10 out of 10. So, have a great night, everyone.
see you around, partners. Good night, everyone.